for the past few videos, I have been making tutorials on how to solve a 3 cube, a 4 cube, a 5 cube, a mirror cube. What's next? A 6 cube? A 7 cube? I'll probably get there. But I just wanted to get away from this monotonous rut of having to solve the same problem again and again and end up with the same solution again. So one day when I was looking at this 4 cube, and I thought, okay, you first make the centers, then you make the edges, then you solve it like a 3 cube. There might be a little problems in the middle on, the top color, the same old. Maybe you encounter a case where there's an edge parity and then you have to flip the side and then you can solve the cube. But at one point, even that became too predictable. So I just thought, how interesting would it be if I just a little bit rearrange the steps. Like first, instead of solving the center pieces, I'll solve the edge pieces and then I'll solve it like a 3 cube, and then I will go ahead and solve the center pieces. So by this way, I probably would be a little more attentive on the steps that I'm taking, why I'm doing them, and it's not just my muscle memory that is helping me solve the cube. So I just decided to give it a try as a challenge sort of thing, and if I enjoyed it, I'll probably do more. So the first step that I would do is to solve the edge pieces. So let's just go ahead with this orange and blue. I have an orange blue E right here. I'll flip this side because I don't have to worry about the centers. I'll just do a random thing and I'll store all these solved pieces right here. I have a green. Let me flip this side like this, bring them together and put it right here. Okay, this is really making me feel uncomfortable because whenever I'm doing certain moves, I make sure that the centers are not disturbed, but here I have no centers. So whenever I'm flipping some side, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. But then it's okay. I have two right here. I'll just try to solve which side. Okay, I'll bring these sides together. So I'll just flip the side like this. I'll bring them together. Yeah, right, they are together. I'll put it here. Oh, cool.
Now this is just a time lapse and I will try to solve some other edges. Anyway, if you want a tutorial on solving the edges in a 4 cube, I have made a video which you will find on the top right of the screen. This is a nice time for a shameless plug, so please go and like this video so I can be happy today. And also subscribe please, this will keep me sad free for at least one day. Now back to the solving.
So I have 4 solved edges up here, I have 4 solved edges up here, and then I have one here. I'll try to bring this side right here by putting it here, flipping this side and bringing this side back like this. So these two are solved and I have these two unsolved pieces. So I need to bring this side here. So I'll just flip this side and I'll bring this side here. I'll flip this side. So this way I can exchange it. And there you go, all the edge pieces are actually solved. So now I'll solve this cube like a 3x3x3 cube. I will keep this cube as a guided reference for the centers. I have a white top, so I'm going to create the white layer right here.
So this is another time lapse of me solving the cube like a 3 cube. I am just poking the cube here and there, hoping it solves itself. So you know the drill, find all the white edge pieces and bring them together to form the white cross. Now we will solve the white corners. So I have made a detailed video on the first layer which will pop up on the top right corner. Also, I have made many shots on every specific condition that might happen and how to solve them. So do check that out. The white layer is done. So now let's move to the middle layer. It's again very easy. A detailed tutorial is in the description. All we have to do is to bring the edges from top to its right place in the middle layer. But make sure that you place the edges in the right way because we don't know where the correct centers are.
Okay, so the middle layer is solved. I know it gets a little difficult to ignore the centers because they are just so on our face. We are so habituated to them that, this is where this color is supposed to be and this is how I understand what moves I have to make. It's making me a little uncomfortable and I like that. So I'll go ahead and solve the top layer. I can see that there is this edge parity that I have encountered and I need to flip this side. So I'll take the middle right, take twice up, take the middle left, take twice front, take the middle left up, take twice front, middle right twice, up twice, middle right once, up twice, middle right down once, up twice and I'll flip this side like this. Take this side like this and flip this side, and there you go. I have the imaginary yellow cross.
So for solving the top layer, it's just a right, up, right inverted, up, right inverted. Okay, so I've been doing this algorithm so many times, but I don't know why I'm not getting it right. How can I be so stupid like that? Oh my, look at me, I'm so confused. I mean, at one point, this just gets embarrassing. For me, this was one of the hardest part to learn, but now that I do know, I have made shorts on every single possible situation that happens while solving the top layer and the solution on how to solve it. Finally, somehow I solved it.
Now I have the top layer solved and I have to set these corner pieces to its right place.
So here we will match two solved corners, but since we don't have them, we will randomly choose a side and solve it, but we have to do the step twice. So now we have a matching corner, we will do the algorithm once again, and finally we will try to match the edges. And here we have an edge parity.
So in this particular case, I have to exchange these two sides. So I'll take a middle right twice like this. A top like this, I'll take a middle right again. I'll take the top two like this. I'll take another middle right, and it's solved. Okay, it looks like the framework is done in all these sides and the centers are not well. So our last step, which was actually supposed to be our first step, is now to be solving the centers. So I have these two solved here like this. I did a mistake by solving the white side on the side which had the majority of yellow pieces, but it's okay. So I'll try to bring this orange piece right here by doing this, bringing this down, taking this away from this line like this, bringing this down again, reversing whatever I did, and there you go. The orange piece is now here. Now I'll try to bring this orange piece right here. So I'll just flip this side like this and I'll do the same thing. I'll bring this down, take it away from this line like this, bring this down again, reverse, bring this up and bring this up too, and then I will flip this side like this. And there you go, I have two oranges like this. Now my next step is to bring these two oranges right here. So since I can just bring one piece right here at a time, so I'll just choose this one. I'll bring this down. I'll try to take this piece away from this line like this. Bring this down again. Reverse it. And bring this up. Now I have three of these pieces solved. And this is my fourth piece. I'll go like this. I'll try to bring it right here. Take it away from this line. Bring this back up. And bring this back up like this. I'll fix this side too, and my orange side is solved. So I have a green here. This green needs to come here. I'll bring this down, take this away from that line, bring this down again, bring this up and bring this up too, and there you go, the green is done. I don't have any other green. Sadly, the green is here. I'll look at this thing a little while later. So I'll try to solve this blue piece. This blue piece is supposed to come here, so I'll exchange it with this like this. Take this away from this line like this, bring this down, reverse. Now I'll just go ahead and do the same thing for the other faces. So I have one green right here which I can bring this down here like this. Okay, cool. So I'll exchange this blue with this green right here. So this way my green will come up in this side and I can use that green to solve my last missing piece. So I'll bring this down. I have the green right here. I'll try to bring it here like this. I'll take it away from this line by moving it clockwise, bring it down, bring this up and bring this up and solve the other layers. So my orange is done, my green is done. So let's just solve. How about yellow? I'll try to solve the yellow side. So I'll bring this side right here like this. Take this away. I'll bring this blue side right here. I'll bring this down too. I'll bring this up and I'll bring this up. Okay, I'll try to solve this white side here like this. Now I know I would be tempted to solve this yellow side right here and bring this red side right here, But the problem would be that I would have two whites here, which would be very tedious to bring here and then bring here. So the thing that I'm going to do is actually exchange this yellow with this white right here, like this. So I'll try to solve this side like this. And for the next step, I'll try to bring this white side to this yellow side like this. And I'll solve this white side. So my white is solved, my green is solved, my orange is solved, my blue is solved. I just have to exchange these two. I don't know what happened. That was the challenge. I don't know what I just did. Now instead of holding my ear like this, I did this. But to be honest, while doing this process, I just felt like I was a little out of my comfort zone. I was not doing the usual stuff that I do, and I was not just mechanically doing stuff because of my muscle memory. I was actually looking at the cube and understanding that, okay, this piece is actually going there, and do I really need to do it that way? Because I was supposed to preserve something, now I don't, and I can just be a little lenient. That was actually making me uncomfortable. So I just realized that for a lot of problems in our lives, we just go ahead and mechanically solve them without even seeing and analyzing and what its actual requirements are, and what are the other ways of how we can do it. Trying to solve certain problems essentially the same way but in a different mismatched pattern is quite an exercise for your brain, and I would genuinely recommend you guys try this. And yes, I will link this cube in the description below, so if you're really interested in solving this, you can just go ahead and buy that. And since you had the patience to sit through this whole video, no, don't say that. Don't say that. And as usual, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Isn't there any other creative way of saying this? I'll just try the same thing out on my other higher cubes because this seems like a good exercise. This seems like a good time pass where I'm just doing the same thing but in a very different way, and I'm actually paying attention to what I'm doing, and I'm not just doing it on the back of my mind. I'm actually enjoying the process of doing it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and even subscribe to the channel and leave down any comment, any suggestion. I'm open to that.